Today on Live It Up, I am joined by Merrill Zorn from the Zorns famous chicken family. I'm very happy to have her here. She's so philanthropic. She's just a ton of joy. Ladies and gentlemen, Merrill Zorn. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
Now, you have been with the Zorns family, I guess, your entire life.
Yes, we are the fourth generation.
In 75 years. Let's talk about the history of your family.
My goodness. From the beginning, we had 8 farms on Long Island, 1 in New Jersey. And we started wholesale turkeys. That's all we had. Excuse me, chickens.
Okay.
Wholesale chickens. And our first retail store was opened in Bethpage in 1940, and we've been there ever since.
Now, was this your grandfather's concept, the wholesale chickens? Because he was a great business mind, right?
Incredible, incredible. So innovative even to set the store back so far. But he was the innovator, but my great-grandparents were very involved. So we are the 4th generation now.
And even as a little girl, I heard that you helped out. What were some of your jobs when you were little?
My first job was I made pot pie tops. I was probably about 7 or 8 years old, and mixed the apple pie, the apples for the apple pies.
And some of the recipes you still have to this day.
Original recipes. Everything's made from scratch. All the spices and seasonings are all made from scratch, and everything. We still hand peel potatoes. We still hand peel the sweet potatoes. And very, very laborious, but we're probably the only people that still do that on the island. Even our sausage is all homemade.
And it's really delicious. Even to this day, when I go to a restaurant, I ask them if I order mashed potatoes, I'm like, are they real potatoes? Because you can really taste the difference in the ingredients.
It's huge. There's 5 ingredients, 6 ingredients. That's it. That's it. It's just homemade as if you were going to make it in your own kitchen.
Yeah, really pure food.
Yeah,
and how
exactly.
many locations do you have now?
2.
Okay.
1 in Bethpage and Belmore.
Okay. And so when you go to the location, I like how it's set up, right? You come in and you can kind of go through some of the items that are already prepared, and then you have a whole other area for ordering.
Yes.
So talk us through a typical day there at Zorns. If you were a shopper, what would you do?
Oh, you could just, I guess, shop. I don't know what I would do.
Because you know everything is. But you can just you take a cart, right?
Yeah.
And then
we have a bunch of little grocery items, and then everything in any of the cases, anything that has our name on it is made from scratch. All of our chicken salad, everything hand cut. It's very, very old fashioned. I can't imagine anybody doing this but us.
Now, you recently had to get a new sign, a new outdoor sign.
Yes.
Tell us about that experience.
Yes, so I cried.
I understand.
We had
but let's
to.
talk
It looked
about
like a
that.
ransom note, that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was very heartbreaking. My dad was not feeling well, and they actually videotaped the whole thing, and I sent it to him. I brought it to him.
And so you just kind of needed a new sign because you've been there so long.
And we desperately needed a new sign.
And then what did you do with the other one? Is it in your backyard as a sculpture?
It's in my backyard.
It is, right?
It is.
That's what I heard.
My neighbors make fun of me. They say, what are you trying to do? Every time I look at the sign, they want chicken.
Well, you're so sentimental. And I also know one of the things is that your family is very philanthropic. Tell us about some of the community events that you guys get involved in.
Oh, my goodness. We're involved in so many things. Island Harvest, we give to them every week. The Interfaith Nutrition we're involved in. We're constantly between the veterans, service animals, and just feeding the homeless, and that's my number one.
Now, did that also was that also instilled by your great grandparents and your grandparents and your family?
My grandfather was very, very
kind.
Philanthropic. Yeah, he was always philanthropic. He did a lot.
Now, your chicken is really, really super tasty. How is there you can't give away your family secret, I understand that, but is there one trick of the trade that if somebody was going to try to make chicken at home that is a must? Is it the temperature? What is it that seals it in?
It starts, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
That's okay, no.
It starts with a fresh chicken. It's all natural. They're not injected, and it's clean. The best way you can describe it is it's a clean chicken. That's the first thing. And the second thing is we make it all day long. We don't have any frozen chicken. We only deal with fresh chickens. They come every day from our farm, and they're breaded all day long. It's just continual all day long, and that's it. And what doesn't get sold, we give to Island Harvest at the end of the week.
Which is wonderful because it's still fresh because they come 2 times a week to you.
Yeah.
And so you're just doing so many wonderful, fantastic things. And what do you do in your spare time? Do you have any fun hobbies, or what do you like to do? You don't have to tell me all your hobbies, but what's a couple? I know you like to dance. What else?
I was a competitive ballroom dancer for years.
Do you still dance?
No, I have no time. I have no time anymore. I have to practice 4 days a week.
Okay.
I don't have any time for that. What are the hobbies? Skydiving. Avid skydiver.
Really?
Love skydiving.
What was that like the first time you just decided to jump out of a plane?
I've been doing it for 15, 17 years.
Wow. Now, see, I had no idea. And what
Yeah.
inspired you to do that?
I've always wanted to go skydiving. I didn't know where to go.
Okay.
I actually asked one of my employees and I threatened his job because no one would ever want to go. They'd say, "Oh yeah, we're going skydiving," and then when it really came down to leaving, they wouldn't want to show up at the last minute. So he brought me, and then I was just the first time I jumped out of a plane, I was hooked. I said that was it. I started to get my AFF license, which is accelerated free fall, and I started to do that, and then I was 2 steps away and had found a different hobby, so I stopped doing that.
There you go. Now, do you think your ballroom dancing competitively like helped you land gracefully? Like, did you like plie onto
I
the
never
ground?
thought of that, but you're probably right. That could have something to do with it.
Oh, well, thank you for visiting with us. I really appreciate you. You're such a wonderful person to Long Island and to me personally. So thank you so much, Meryl. I really am happy that you're here.
Thank you so much
Big
for your
75
time. I
years,
appreciate it.
right?
Yes,
I'll be
yes,
celebrating with you.
75 years. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll also be at the a Bethpage
Air show, right?
the air show as well.
Awesome. Okay.
But we're with the Bethpage Chamber of Commerce. Their
Oh, wonderful.
festival.
Okay, great.
And we're going to be a big presence there, hopefully.
Fantastic. Okay.
Great.
Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. We've been visiting with Merrill Zorn. Yay! I'm going to do the chicken dance. I told her I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Da 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 da.